Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.
It's good, y'all. I got some bad news for everybody that wants to see the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia rematch at 147. So my dog, Two-Tone the Superstar, asked Devin Haney, if Ryan wins and looks sharp, does that put him back in the mix for you, or you focus strictly on new challenges at 147? Devin responded and said the ship sailed when he dropped out of Vada testing. Now, shout out to Devin Haney for being smart, because everybody's talking about how Ryan Garcia looks like he's back on that OPAC, you know what I'm saying, that Osterine, you feel me? Like, Ryan Garcia is posting a bunch of training videos looking very brolic, you know what I'm saying, looking very powerful with the punches. He looks nothing like how he looked in his most recent fight against Rolly Romero, which was his first fight coming off of that 1-year suspension after popping dirty for the Osterine. And I'm going to be honest, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan pops dirty after this Barrios fight. Mario Barrios, you need to say all the prayers, bro. Have your whole family pray for you before this fight, because I have a feeling that you are going to get that Osterine left hook. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ryan's going to pop dirty again, bro. I think he feels like, you know, it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z when a character is weak and they got to pop that sensu bean to get powerful again. I think that's how Ryan Garcia's boxing career is. I think Ryan Garcia feels like without that Osterine in the system, he's just a basic boxer. Because if he goes into this Barrios fight clean, I do think Mario Barrios is going to beat Ryan Garcia. But if Ryan Garcia is indeed on that OPAC, that Osterine, then Ryan's going to knock out Mario Barrios, bro. I'm just going to call it what it is, bro. Ryan Garcia on Osterine is a very, very dangerous man, bro. Okay? Ryan Garcia on Osterine is Popeye on the spinach. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia on Osterine is Brock Lesnar when he was in the UFC, you know, on steroids in the heavyweight division. It's the same thing, bruh. When Ryan got that juice in his system, bruh, he's a very destructive boxer. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see what happens, man. Unfortunately, I did want to see the rematch between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. But my thing is this, bruh. I feel like when it comes to sports, once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't believe in somebody in sports cheating one time and then, you know, they rehabilitate themselves and it doesn't happen again. I don't believe in that. You know, I believe once a fighter cheats, you always cheat. That's just my personal opinion. Now, the thing is when you're a boxer, right? You know, boxers have ways of, you know, getting around the drug testing. So if you're not doing Vada, if you're not doing 365-day testing, right, that decreases the chances of you getting caught with a banned substance in your system. And that's what Ryan Garcia is doing. He's getting drug tested, but it's not by Vada and it's not 365-day testing like what Devin Haney is on. And I feel like if you're a boxer that is popped dirty, I feel like it should be mandated that you're on 365-day testing at least for a year or two, bruh. You know, at least until you can gain some trust back with boxing that you won't do this again. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, there's a lot of other fights for Devin Haney. Devin Haney could move up to 154 and fight Xander Zayas, who I think is food at 154. Everybody's hyping this dude up like he's the second coming of Miguel Cotto. I don't know what the hell y'all looking at, bruh. He barely just beat a boss, right? Now, what I do give Xander credit for is the fact that he's only like 21 years old and he's a two-time champion. I do respect that. I do think he's only going to get better as time goes on, but he don't punch hard and he does a lot of running, bro. He moves around a lot, right? He's basically like a 154 Devin Haney, just not as skilled, you know what I'm saying? So I think Devin Haney would beat Xander Zayas at 154. Devin Haney could also fight Rolly Romero. You know, he could fight Manny Pacquiao, even though Manny Pacquiao is like almost 50 years old. You know, Manny Pacquiao is still active. He had a draw with Mario Barrios last year, so you got the Manny Pacquiao fight. Devin Haney could also, he could also fight, damn, who else could he fight? Because it's not really much going on at 147. Shit, he could fight Richardson Hitchens. No, Keyshawn Davis. He could fight Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis said that he wants to fight Devin Haney next. So we could get Devin versus Keyshawn. I don't think Devin needs Ryan Garcia, but I would be lying if I said Devin versus Ryan rematch wouldn't be the biggest fight of the year. You know what I'm saying? I'll be lying if I didn't say that, because You know, Ryan and Devin have so much history together. They fought each other multiple times in the amateur division. I think they had a draw 3-3. They both won 3 times each in the amateurs. And then we seen what happened in the first fight. Devin Haney got his ass whooped, okay? He came into the fight with a bad game plan. He allowed Ryan Garcia to miss weight, so he came in overweight. He was on Ostarine. And, you know, Devin Haney stood in the middle of the ring and got his ass whooped. He got dropped about 3 or 4 times. He really got saved by the referee. And, you know, luckily he was able to finish the fight. But I think the second fight would be completely different. I think Devin Haney would go into the second fight with a different game plan. Plus, the second fight would be at 147. I think Devin Haney is a lot more stronger at 147. He definitely punches harder. He dropped Brian Norman Jr. And I think Devin Haney would outbox Ryan Garcia at 147 if the rematch happened. But, you know, I'm not pissed off that the fight's not happening because, like I said, man, both of these guys, Devin and Shakur, you know, there's plenty of other people that they could fight, right? Shakur Stevenson just said on Aiden Ross's stream a couple days ago that he wants to fight Ryan Garcia next. So, you know, Devin and Ryan not fighting is not a big deal to me. But like I said, if Ryan Garcia is clean, if he's not on that Ostarine, I don't think he's beating Mario Barrios. And I am going to bet money that Mario Barrios is going to beat Ryan Garcia in 9 days. The fight is 9 days away. So let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, click that hype button, and most importantly, let me know what y'all boys think in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave. Welcome to Stay Wavy TV.